If you're into sleek designs, powerful features, and that unmistakable Fujifilm charm, you're going to want to hear this. The buzz in the photography world right now? It's all about the Fujifilm X-E5. Yes, the leaks are rolling in, and they're giving us some serious reasons to get excited. So whether you're a Fujifilm veteran or someone curious about their cameras, today we're diving into everything we know or think we know about the upcoming Fujifilm X-E5. Spoiler alert, it looks like this little powerhouse could shake up the mirrorless camera game. Let's get into it. All right, first things first. What's the X-E5 bringing to the table? While Fujifilm hasn't officially spilled the beans yet, the leaks are juicy. Let's talk about the most exciting bit, the rumored X-Trans CMOS 5 sensor. If this sounds familiar, it's because this is the same sensor we've seen in Fujifilm's flagship models like the X-T5 and X-H2. Translation? Expect stunning dynamic range, improved low-light performance, and that signature sharpness Fujifilm is known for. And paired with the X Processor 5, another likely upgrade, we're talking faster image processing, better autofocus, and maybe even some new film simulations. Imagine those iconic Fujifilm colors getting even more creative tools to play with. Now let's talk design, because the XE series has always been a beauty. From the leaks, it seems like the XE5 is sticking to its roots with that compact rangefinder-style body. It's lightweight, stylish, and oozes retro vibes. But here's where it gets interesting. Rumors are pointing to a fully articulating LCD screen. If true, this is a game changer. Whether you're vlogging, shooting creative angles, or framing up a selfie with your squad, this screen adds a whole new layer of convenience. And it doesn't stop there. Better weather sealing is also rumored, a feature outdoor photographers have been begging for. Dust, rain, or the occasional coffee spill? The XE5 might just handle it all. Speaking of shooting in tough conditions, let's talk about its performance. If the leaks are accurate, the XE5 could support 6K video recording. That's a big leap from the XE4's 4K capabilities. Why does this matter? Well, 6K footage gives you more flexibility. You can crop, stabilize, or downscale to get sharper 4K output. Perfect for content creators who like to push their creative limits. And for the videographers out there, improved rolling shutter performance and heat management are also rumored. Translation: fewer interruptions and smoother results. Now, let's geek out a little. Photographers, this one's for you. Rumors suggest the XE5 could offer burst shooting up to 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter. That's a big deal for capturing action, whether it's sports, wildlife, or those once-in-a-lifetime candid moments. And autofocus? Fujifilm has been stepping up their game, and the XE5 might bring AI-driven subject detection. Whether you're tracking people, animals, or vehicles, it sounds like this camera will be faster and smarter than ever before. Oh, and here's a feature that might be a sleeper hit: internal focus stacking. For macro photographers, or anyone who loves insane detail, this could make creating sharp, layered images a breeze. Okay, let's take a step back. Who's this camera really for? The XE series has always been about portability and performance. It's perfect for street photographers, travelers, and anyone who wants serious power in a compact package. But with the rumored upgrades, like the articulating screen and better video features, the XE5 might also attract vloggers and hybrid shooters. In short, if you want a camera that looks amazing, feels great in your hands, and can handle both stills and video, this might be it. So, there you have it, everything we know about the Fujifilm X-E5 so far. From the X-Trans CMOS 5 sensor to potential design upgrades, it's shaping up to be a camera that blends Fujifilm's classic charm with some serious modern tech. But, as always, this is all speculation for now. We'll have to wait for the official announcement to see what's real and what's just wishful thinking. What do you think? Are you excited about the X-E5? What features are you hoping for? Let us know in the comments. Hey photographers and Fujifilm enthusiasts, if you've been eagerly waiting for the next big thing in Fuji's X Pro series, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving deep into the rumors and leaks surrounding the highly anticipated Fujifilm X Pro 6, potentially launching in 2026. That's right, the wait is almost over, but there's a big twist coming your way. No, it's not the X Pro 4, and no, it's not coming in 2025. Let's explore everything we know so far about the next Fuji rangefinder-style camera and what it could mean for the future of the X Pro series. For those of you who've been following the X Pro series, you might know that Fuji's previous model, the X Pro 3, didn't perform as well as expected. Yes, it had that sleek rangefinder design and that cool hidden display, but when it came to sales, the numbers just didn't add up. Reports from the Fuji community indicate that the X Pro 3 had lower sales figures compared to the X Pro 2, and definitely much less than the X Pro 1. Why? Well, one major factor seems to be that quirky rear display design. While it was marketed as an innovative feature, an attempt to offer a more pure photographic experience, the reality was that it created more frustration than it was worth. Unlike most modern cameras that come with fully articulated screens, Fuji decided to hide the screen on the X Pro 3, only revealing it when you flip it downward. And while this certainly catered to the traditionalist photographer, it turned out to be less practical for those who prefer more flexibility and ease of use. This design decision didn't sit well with many photographers, especially those who rely on their screens for quick access to settings or when shooting video at tricky angles. Let's be honest, who wants to be flipping a screen down every time you want to change a setting or view your shot? It's a far cry from the fully articulated screens we've seen on Fuji's XT series models, like the X-T3 and X-T4, which became a go-to for many looking for that classic Fuji look without compromising on usability. So, what did Fuji do? They took note of the feedback and made a strategic decision, delaying the launch of the next model in the series. In fact, the X Pro 6 could be much more advanced than we expected. Now, here's the real kicker. Fuji is skipping the X Pro 4 entirely. That's right, no X Pro 4, and it's possible that Fuji could jump straight to the X Pro 5 or X Pro 6. This might seem strange at first, given Fuji's usual pattern of sequential model numbering, but the truth is, Fuji is probably rethinking their approach to the X Pro series. The X Pro 3 wasn't the success they hoped for, so they might want to make a bigger leap in terms of design and features. Think of it as a chance for Fuji to completely redefine what the X Pro series stands for, bringing it more in line with current consumer needs and market trends. This could be a bold move to revitalize the rangefinder camera line. Fuji may be aiming to take the X Pro 6 to the next level with a complete overhaul, one that embraces modern trends while still keeping that distinct rangefinder DNA that makes it stand out from the crowd. The Fujifilm X Pro 6 is expected to bring several exciting upgrades, including a much-needed display overhaul. Unlike the X Pro 3's hidden flip-down screen, we could see a fully articulating or tilting display for more flexibility, ideal for both photographers and videographers. The X Pro 6 will likely feature the new X-Trans 5 sensor, offering improved low-light performance, better image quality, and faster autofocus. Speaking of autofocus, a potential upgrade to phase detection across the entire sensor would make the camera even more reliable in dynamic shooting situations. Additionally, we can expect enhanced 4K video capabilities, possibly with 60p recording and better autofocus during video. Finally, Fuji might refine the hybrid viewfinder, offering a more seamless experience for users who appreciate both optical and electronic views. As for the release date, everything points to a 2026 launch for the X Pro 6. While many hoped we'd see it in 2025, Fuji's delays have pushed things back a bit. As for the naming, we're looking at either the X Pro 5 or X Pro 6, with most sources leaning towards the X Pro 6. Why? Because Fuji might skip the X Pro 5 and make a bigger leap in design and technology. That's what we're expecting. An X Pro 6 that delivers cutting-edge features with a mix of nostalgia for the rangefinder design that fans love. What do you think? Are you excited for the next generation of the X Pro series? Or are you still a fan of the X Pro 3's unique design? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates on the X Pro 6 and everything Fujifilm.